Fear of failure isn't really about failing. It's about what the brain believes failure means. To the brain, failure is not an event. It's a threat. A threat to self-worth, to identity, to belonging. From an early age, the brain learns that mistakes are noticed. They are judged, sometimes punished. Over time, failure becomes emotionally charged. It's no longer just information. It feels like proof of inadequacy. When the brain senses the possibility of failure, it activates protective responses. Avoidance, hesitation, overthinking. Not because someone is weak, but because the brain is trying to prevent emotional pain. Failure also triggers loss. Loss of time, loss of effort, loss of status. The brain is naturally loss-averse. It experiences loss more intensely than gain. So even small risks can feel overwhelming. Another layer is social exposure. Failure is rarely private. The brain imagines judgment, rejection, being seen as incompetent. Even when no one is watching, the brain creates an audience. This imagined scrutiny increases pressure, and pressure makes action harder. Fear of failure is also connected to identity fusion. When success becomes tied to who someone is, failure feels personal. It's no longer "I failed at this." It becomes "I am a failure." The brain works hard to avoid this conclusion. So it chooses safer paths. Not starting. Not committing. Not trying fully. These choices reduce immediate anxiety, but they quietly limit growth. There's also the problem of perfectionism. The brain believes that if conditions aren't ideal, failure is guaranteed. So it waits for better timing, more preparation, more certainty. But certainty rarely arrives. The fear remains, just disguised as patience. Over time, fear of failure reshapes behavior. People aim lower, delay goals, or stay in situations that feel familiar but unfulfilling. The brain confuses familiarity with safety. What changes this pattern is not confidence. It's reinterpretation. Failure is not evidence of inadequacy. It's feedback. It shows what doesn't work yet. When failure is reframed as data, its emotional weight decreases. The brain becomes less defensive. And when defense lowers, curiosity rises. Growth requires exposure. And exposure always includes risk. The brain doesn't need guarantees. It needs reassurance. That mistakes are survivable. That identity remains intact. That progress is still possible. When the brain learns this, fear of failure loosens its grip. And action becomes possible again.